Right, so while the guys are working on the raised bed, I'm gonna work on starting a fire. So I'm gonna start out with a cheater, a lighter, and some newspaper. But we'll get going here. See if I can get this camera where you guys can see me. All right. So I'm going to pick right here where the brush is thickest. There's some little stuff here that I can break up. I've got to watch out because some of this has got thorns on it. But I'm going to, right here there's a whole bunch of debris in our fire pit and some little branches. And I'm going to stick that newspaper down underneath them. Find all the little pieces of firewood that I can find around. Put on top of it. Got a whole lot of tiny little sticks here. Just like that, we have it started. It'll go and spread and eventually have all this burning up. And I'll tend it and get it where it all comes down in here good and stays in the fire pit. to use the ashes and charcoal that are left to put on something new. So we'll show you soon. Hide and watch.
Oh, you recorded that?
It's been recording all along.
All right. Well, do I need the intro? I don't need the intro. You already did. We've got our 2 buckets of ashes out of our fire pit here. We're going to take that and we're going to put it on our new little garden. We tilled up a new little garden. We're going to put this on it. It helps ashes help the soil. It increases the pH, neutralizes some of the acidity. It provides phosphorus, magnesium, sulfur, calcium, provides all that into the soil, helps add that. Sulfur is important. Sulfur is part of plants' natural bug defense. And of course they need phosphorus to produce fruit. They need calcium to produce fruit. So that's good for our plants. There is some charcoal in here. If you want to get really fancy and all permaculture, we got biochar in here. But it's charcoal, and charcoal helps capture and re-release nitrogen. And so it's important for that, and nitrogen is very important for plants. So we're going to go put this lightly over our little garden and see how that goes. There are some nails in here, so I'm going to try to I sorted as I was shoveling, but I'm going to try to sort some out while I'm spreading too. So let's go do that. This is one of our new garden areas. We're increasing some of our growing space and kind of changing some of that around this year. This is one of our new garden areas. Last summer I had part of this tarp. So we kind of killed out some of the grass. Didn't have the whole area, but part of it tarp. And then in the end of the summer and the fall, and even in the winter, we had our chicken tractors here, run them back and forth over this, and was feeding them sprouted wheat. And so a lot of wheat came up here, and then we regrazed them over that, and we got lots of chicken manure in here. And then I tilled it up here early this spring, which this is still spring. I tilled it up like the first day of March, I think. And I tilled a lot of that wheat that was dying in. You can see some of it that didn't get chopped up very good. Right here, that returned some of that organic matter. Some of it got chopped up way better than this. And that kind of goes back into our soil and helps put nutrients back in our soil. And we will spread this ash over it and give it more nutrients like we've talked about. And also putting some of the charcoal in here helps capture the nitrogen from the chicken manure, and it will help re-release that into the soil a little slower. So we're going to spread this on the garden.
Well, that got us a little further on getting ash on to the garden. Hopefully we can get some more of the brush that's here in the yard cleaned up and burned, and get some more ash and maybe less nails next time. Thanks for watching, you guys, and we pray you have a blessed day. Remember, God made you special,
and He loves you very much.